Okay, so in the last video we did the picking pattern for Hotel California, the intro and the verses. Etc. It was a two chord, if you like, picking pattern, in that we did something on chord 1, then something slightly different on chord 2, and then repeated that for chord 3 and chord 4, and again for chord 5 and chord 6, and finally chord 7 and chord 8. So this video is about adding embellishments to that picking pattern, making it more complex, more interesting. And just before we go on to that, the picking pattern that we've got is the basics. The rhythm is and like I said, I'll put up a sheet in the Dropbox with that rhythm written out. And if you were to strum the rhythm rather than pick it, dum da dum 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 da dum 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 dum, you could get a strumming pattern from that. Dum da dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum dum. So what I'm doing is I'm doing strums instead of picks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And instead of that, I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm keeping that rhythm, but instead of plucking individual strings, I'm doing strums. So that's another possible strumming pattern, but that is quite a difficult one, so it's just an option for you. Etc. Okay, so getting back to the picking, and even you can include these in that strumming pattern, but I'm going to show it in the picking pattern. So instead of, for instance, just going on those first two chords, okay, you can hear this in the song. We can try and put as much from the song in as possible, and you can hear this in the song at first. So if we can get that melodic do-do, which is what I'm doing. All I'm doing, instead of going thumb 1 2 3 2 3 2 3, or E string B string E string, I'm going E string B string first fret, B string third fret, using my free little finger on my fretting hand to get the third fret of the B string. So I've got thumb 1 2 3 2 3 on the top E string, then 2, I'm going to turn to fingers on this hand now. It doesn't really matter which fingers you use, but these are the ones I find easiest. So third finger on the top E string, second finger on the B string, where it's on the first fret of the B string, and then third finger on this hand, picking hand, where it's on, now you're fretting the third fret of the B string. Now, like I said, for this hand, well, for those last 3 notes, you can choose which digits on this hand you want to use for that. That's what I choose. Third finger, third finger, second finger, third finger. The important thing is that you get the rhythm right and the notes right. So basically, you're playing that A minor chord, and the little finger's coming down on the third fret of the B string. So you've got last bit again was top E string, open, B string, first fret, B string, third fret. So you got that rhythm. I'm sorry, to put it in context, in rhythm. And then you're on to your E7 chord. that we could leave, remember the next chord from the E7 is G, so instead of just leaving it as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we can put in a bass run to get to the G, and we can do that in different times as well. 1, we could do it like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So in that free space, if we were just doing the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and there's a lot of the bar left open before we get to the G. So in that free space, we can put in a bass run. It could be on the beats, like on 3 and 4. I'll demonstrate that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and yeah, and then we get to the G. Or we could do it as I did the first time, which is on the beat 4 and. So I'll just demonstrate that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Whichever way you do it, let's make it the easy way. Let's just do it on the beat. So we've got 1 and, but if you find you prefer the other way, that's fine. But let's do it like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now there, you've gone 3 and 4 and, which is open E string, E string 2nd fret, and then I'm doing E string 2nd fret with my 2nd finger because it's already in the 2nd fret for that E7 chord, and then I just slide it up to the 3rd fret to form my G chord. Yeah, and so timing wise I've got 3 and 4 and 1, and then of course I want to start my G chord on beat 1 because that's what happens in this song. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now there, we could do top E string, B string, back to the top E string, or we could do something which gives it a bit of variety, which was top E string 3rd fret, B string open fret, and then I put a finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So possibility, and then you're into the next chord, and if I did do that, then I've moved my 3rd finger to the 3rd fret of the B string, which then acts as an anchor finger for when I go to the D chord. And I've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And for the D chord, you could do a little hammer on. So that was when I got to the top E string. I raised my finger, my 2nd finger, which is fretting the top E string, and I immediately put it down. So I plucked the top E string, unfretted, and then immediately fretted with a hammer on. Just these little embellishments add interest. And then, just as we went from the E minor, from the E7 to the G, with a bass run, as they call it, we're going to go from the D to the F with a bass run. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here, 3 and 4 and, it's going to be the open D string 2nd fret, and then you get to the D string 3rd fret, and you're starting that as part of your F chord. So the timing is okay, so that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you're into F. And you could do something like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and So instead of just plucking the notes of the chord, I'm making it a bit more complex by having a little descending melody line there. That's just an example, that's not actually in the song, but that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So what I've done there is, that's the top E string barred, half barred with the first finger. Then I've removed the first finger to get an open top E string, and then I've used my little finger on the 3rd fret of the B string to get that final note of that little melody. That's just a suggestion, an example of how even things that aren't in the song, you can just start mucking around with free fingers or fingers that are fretting the chord, try taking them off and see what sound you get. So let's just say we did that F straight, and then we're on to the C, and then instead of waiting with that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, instead of waiting all that time to get to the D minor, we can insert a little bass run there, which is, there's your C, you got a free little finger, you put it down on the 4th fret of the A string. So to put that in context, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that is, you pluck the A string, 3rd fret, and pluck the A string, 4th fret, and then you go to your D minor. So you've got this, except you're playing that note, there it's an open D string. So again in context, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, sorry, messed up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then we're on to D minor chord. Now, again we can just play it straight, 1 and 2. Or we could put in a little hammer-on thing, embellishment, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So you're just hammering on there on beat 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Is that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4? Yeah, I was just staying on that top E string. Rather than going E string, B string, E string, I was going E string, E string, E string. Yeah, those last D, 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 that last phrase was all happening on the top E string with a hammer on from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret in the middle. So instead of, I had, yeah, okay, and then your final chord. Putting it all together, it could sound something like this. Okay, now you'll find that with these embellishments, they become a lot easier once you get the basic pattern. Once you get the basic pattern, you find you'll probably start doing them just occasionally without thinking about it. So get the basic pattern first, which is... which was shown in the last video. So get that and then think about these embellishments. Okay, hope that's okay.